Lanterns in its steeple, one if by land, two if by sea.
We are literally walking over
We are
crypts.
walking over the crypts. So I like to think of it when people are here worshiping on Sunday, they're worshiping with a communion of saints.
I like that. Very nice.
Reverend Stephen Ayers is readying the church for its 300th birthday, even the crypt.
We do offer tours down here, but there are lots of headbangers, so we want to lower the floor. We did live burial down here from about 1730 to about 1860. This crypt contains 37 brick tombs, so behind all these tomb doors are caskets in various states of disrepair.
How many might be in each one?
This particular tomb we opened this fall. We needed to know how to restore the door. We opened the tomb. There were 20 caskets in here, but that's typical of most of these tombs. There are remains in them.
For example, Major John Pitcairn, a British soldier who died during the Battle of Bunker Hill, and Samuel Nicholson, the first captain of the USS Constitution.
It was a moneymaker, right?
This was a moneymaker. We continue that tradition to this day. We actually have a columbarium, so people can still be buried here, not in a full casket, but we do accept ashes.
So even to this day, someone can come and...
Even to this day, someone can come and be buried here.
Many of Boston's below-ground discoveries end up here at the Archaeology Lab. Joe Bagley is the city archaeologist.
I'm in charge of the stuff that's found underground. We've got the who's who of Boston history in this lab. We have archaeological collections from Faneuil Hall, Boston Common. We have the Seaport Shipwreck boat that was found a few years ago. We've got all of the big dig collections from Charlestown. If you have a question about Boston history that could be answered through stuff, we have a collection that is associated with it here in the lab.
Bagley can barely contain his excitement over this recent find.
This is probably one of, if not the oldest, European-made ceramic we've ever found in Boston. It's also one of the fanciest European-made ceramics that we've ever found. This style of pottery is called North Italian sgraffito ware. It had literally never turned up before on a Boston site until we did this dig.
And wouldn't you know it, the 17th century Italian ceramic was unearthed in the North End.
Probably the folks in the North End would find that just perfectly appropriate.
The find was here in front of the Pierce Hitchborn House, neighbor to Paul Revere. Nina Zaneri is executive director.
We are getting ready to do some additional work on our property, which triggered some archaeology. We'd like to provide more access to this wonderful 1711 building. Essentially, anytime you dig a hole, if you're in an area that hasn't been excavated, you have potential to find something.
Because before plumbing, there were privies, outhouses.
And privies would be used until they couldn't be used anymore, and then they would become trash pits.
Pockets of preservation that tell stories, how people lived, even what they ate.
We got the first impression that these guys were not terribly poor because almost everything on this site was being brought in from overseas and was decorated. Fancy goods that you wouldn't expect a Puritan to own.
Another clue, this piece of Venetian glass.
It's one of the more decorative types of anything that you could have on your dinner table. You don't really need the whole thing if you know what the part is. This tells us as much about what that looked like as finding the entire thing intact.
Before he left Boston, Billy Crystal signed off on a below-stage tradition.
Sort of their way of marking I came through here and we did this show.
Formaggio Kitchen in Cambridge is a cheese lover's paradise and has been for 40 years.
We encourage people to taste everything before they buy it because we really believe that cheese is a living, breathing thing. The next time they come in, it may taste completely different.
The international array of tastes here is over the top, in part because down below is America's first retail ripening room, or cheese cave.
We're gatekeepers. We buy great cheese from everywhere and we keep it well.
Isan Gerdal, owner and chief cheesemonger, got the idea from his European counterparts.
Everybody that we loved and admired in the business had their ripening caves or maturing caves. I started looking at this basement a little closer and found that our old office in there where I used to count money having the perfect conditions. So I started building it one weekend very nervously.
But when Julia Child saw it,
I carried her downstairs and she said, "This is better than aged steak." And we got quoted in like 36 international magazines, and that was the beginning.
today customers can brave the caves and enroll in an underground cheese lesson to learn about cultural traditions in the cheesemaking world and the art of aging. Affinage. General Manager Julia Holman.
For example, this cheese right here, this is Ecciola Artigiana Fermier, and you can't buy this cheese anywhere else in the United States.
In Basque, Ecciola means shepherd's hut, Artigiana, sheep cheese.
To get this cheese, we have to travel to the Pyrenees. So it's up to us to convince them that we will care for their cheeses properly.
Caring for this bounty requires 9-hour cave shifts for Formaggio's staff when each cheese is turned, cleaned, and rubbed.
We often bring our cheesemakers down here. This cave is so old and we've been developing the mold and bacteria in here, and it's created a perfect environment.
Below the stage of the Boston Opera House, deep in the basement, something the public never sees. Hallways of murals left behind by actors, musicians, and crew members who perform in this historic venue. A visual calling card by, say, Billy Crystal, even Barack Obama. The tradition began in 2004 when The Lion King opened the newly restored theater.
We have 3 Lion King murals back here.
Tivone Marcus is vice president of Broadway in Boston.
It's a really wonderful tradition, really rooted in the theater. Anyone who's traveling with the show, it's sort of their way of marking, I came through here and we did this show. You'll see folks who have been in many different shows that have come here many different times, and it's a little bit like a museum for them.
The murals also document significant events.
During Book of Mormon's first play here was actually during the Boston Marathon bombing, and they notated that in their mural. We had the big blizzard of 2015, dubbed as Snowmageddon, and Motown sort of notated that.
All this amazing artwork and no audience?
We are looking at possibilities of maybe doing something fun with our subscribers, so more on that to come.
Or as Billy Crystal says, I'll see you when I see you. Here's a basement with an art collection you can visit, the Museum of Bad Art. Fittingly, it was born in a basement 25 years ago, and today the Somerville Theater is one of 3 locations. General Manager Ian Judge.
We thought it fit in perfectly with this place. It's kind of funky, it's about art, but it doesn't take art too seriously, and I think that's kind of what Somerville is about.
Admission is the price of a movie ticket.
If you're going on an awkward date to the movies and you don't know what to talk about afterwards, there's plenty to talk about if you stop at the Museum of Bad Art.
When built a century ago, the basement had a bowling alley, billiard hall, and cafe, or speakeasy, given the era.
These are the 2 bottles we found in the ceiling when we were doing renovations. This is from the Rex Distilling Company on Causeway Street in Boston, and this is of unknown origin, but no doubt something that would rot your gut.
Today, there are 5 movie screens, 2 in the basement, live events, plenty of popcorn, and, like it or not, bad art.
It doesn't really ruffle too many feathers, and those feathers that get ruffled tend to have their nose a little too high in the air anyway.
Next, a place to prepare for worst-case situations.
Cold War era command bunker for the state.